Hello and welcome again to Dealing with Brightspace. And today what we're going to be looking at is a feature in Brightspace that helps us to manage and monitor the progress of our students. Essentially, there's a tool within the course administration area that allows us to get a global picture of how our students are doing. So if you go into your Blackboard course, this is my current sociology class, and you go into course admin. And just so I've been in here before and I've showed this, but I want to make a note in this video that you'll notice that the options in here are set up by categories, and that's up here. You might come in and they might be set up by name, and then they just look like that. You have to kind of look at them alphabetically. Doesn't really matter however you want to do it. I go by category here, and here's class progress, that button right there. Now, what this does is it first brings you to a sort of a landing page that gives you some basic stats on all of your students. Your students are listed down the left-hand side, their name and their user number and that kind of information, and then the content they've completed in terms of each one of the modules and whatnot that you put in your class, how many times they've logged in, what are their grades looking like, quizzing. Not quite sure what that's going to look like yet. We're in day 4 of the classes, so none of this has become due. So, and then what you can do is you can actually scroll to a specific student and get a highly detailed analysis of that one student. And there's a summary which has all the different things here, but you look at this part right here, you see I can look at this person's grades. I can look at how they've accessed content. And interestingly, this is where you can also see how much time they spent in the course so far. So this person has spent 19 minutes and 7 seconds. Now that contrast, there's another person in this class as I was preparing for this class that spent 1 hour and 47 minutes so far. So how much time people are spending and whatnot, you know, that'd be interesting topic for a study someday. And we can look at assignments, we can look at quizzes, how many times have they accessed the course. It shows every day that they've done that, and their login history. So we can use this information if you know, you want to check to see, you know, if somebody has this. I'm going to use this primarily to check to make sure people are still logging in and whatnot. I can get that right off the main page. And if I want to dig a little deeper as to where people are going and whatnot, and certainly later on, if there's some problems that come up, I can analyze to see when people have been on and what they've accessed during that time. So this is a tool to explore, to kind of see how it might be useful to you, but certainly a lot of tracking information that we have on our students so that we can help them along. We see someone that's sort of disappeared, we're going to be able to see that in that section. So probably particularly at the beginning of the semester to kind of check in, and maybe right around that hump time, right after midterms, to kind of go in there and repeatedly check to make sure that people are sticking it out to the end of the semester. So that is a little bit about class progress.